Hello and welcome back to the channel. In this video we're gonna be looking at Star Wars The Black Series Dr. Aphra. Now this is another character from Star Wars comics, and don't kill me for this, but I have to say again, I'm not someone who reads Star Wars comics that much. I know about the character, but I don't know everything about the character. But what I do is make posing videos and reviews for 6-inch action figures, and this is one great looking action figure. This is actually the second time we are getting this character in the Black Series line. When the first one came out, I actually skipped on that figure, so I don't have it in my collection. But when I saw that she's getting another release, I kind of felt that I would like to get it, and I would like to mess around with it and see how good this figure is for posing. And so that's the reason why I got this new version of Dr. Aphra. And it looks like Hasbro really did a great job on this one. This version of Dr. Aphra has a little bit different design than the first one, but for the most part I think that it's probably the same figure. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. Her proportions look really good. The color is vibrant. We have a few different shades of brown color and then that red t-shirt. Let's take a look at her a little bit closer. Her hat is a softer plastic and it's a removable piece, so you can take it off her head, and now you see that we have a really nicely sculpted face and paint application. It looks really good. The other eye is down here underneath her hair, and the hair is also nicely sculpted with all of these little details. There is no wash on it, it's just a flat black color. She has this scarf that is also of a rubbery type of plastic, and it can be removed easily over her head. Now we see her shirt a little better, and I'm sure that this figure practically uses the same body as Mara Jade figure. It has the same cut up here and the same type of articulation down here, and also uses the same belt, if I'm not mistaken, because look at this here. You can see that this notch here is meant to be used for lightsaber hilt. The holster is also connected to her leg the same way as on that Mara Jade figure. There are these pins because they are probably using legs of Aura Singh. Unfortunately, her neck is again connected to the body. It's not a separate piece and there is no cut down in the neck, so there will be no articulation for that part. Her coat is of a nice softer plastic. The sculpting is really good. We can see the imitation of those stitches and some wrinkles on it. It looks like there is a little bit of wash on it as well. The sleeves are done well, again with the stitching here, and a little bit of silvery painted details on her arm here. And yeah, the whole figure really looks good. I said it before in my Mara Jade video that I really like what Hasbro did with this female body, and the same goes of course for this figure as well. Now, this being a rubbery type of plastic doesn't restrict the articulation that much, but it does bunch up here in her arms, so there would be a little bit of restriction up here. You can take her coat off, but that wouldn't serve you much because her arms supposed to be the part of the same coat. In terms of articulation, she can look up maybe a little bit, but the head is restricted because of her hair here. She looks down. Well, this is good. This is good because there is a hinge in the neck. You can see it here. So that gives her a little bit of movement up and down. That's good. There isn't much of movement side to side, and you can rotate it 360. Her arms go out in a T-pose this much, and as you can see, the coat will raise up a little bit, so you will have to kind of hide that, you know. There is no butterfly joint, there is no bicep swivel, but we do get swivel in her elbows, and the elbows can bend this much. We get a trigger finger hand, and both hands, left and right, are in and out hinge. Here at the top of her torso we get a cut that gives us a lot of movement side to side, and also a little bit of crunch to the back, a little bit forward, and then when you combine that with this lower cut here, you again, same as for Mara Jade, you get a lot of crunch to back and great crunch also to the front. There is no cut down here, so what you get from movement side to side is of course from this upper joint here. Her legs move out this much, and again, same as with Mara Jade, you have to be careful not to break this holster because it is attached to her leg. Her legs move forward this much, back also almost all the way. There is a tie cut here for swiveling. We get a double joint in her knee with visible pins. No boot cut. Her feet move back this much and forward this much, and we get a nice ankle pivot and peg holes at the bottom of her feet. For her accessories, we can take a closer look at her hat, and we see that there are some great sculpting details on it, stitching, wrinkles, and her goggles with that reddish, vibrant reddish paint, and on the inside there isn't any sculpting. And then we get her scarf that's pretty much simple. There are wrinkles throughout the whole scarf. There is no paint on it, no wash or anything, but the way that it's sculpted, shadows and light do the trick. And her only real accessory that is separately bagged in this packaging is her gun. And this is practically the same gun that we see with Han Solo or with Mara Jade. There isn't much paint on the handle, but the top of the barrel is painted silver. I'm not sure if there is maybe a little bit of dry brushing on it, or maybe it's just the way that light hits it. But yeah, a fairly simple weapon that we saw before, and that's the only thing that comes with this Aphra figure. Let's now compare our Dr. Aphra with some other figures. Here she is with the Black Series Imperial Stormtrooper and the Black Series Return of the Jedi Boba Fett. Here she is with Bandai Model Kit Darth Vader with custom soft goods and the Bandai Model Kit First Order Executioner. Here she is with the SH Figure Arts Jedi Luke Skywalker and Mafex The Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett. Here she is with Marvel Legends movie Deadpool and Marvel Legends movie Iron Man from Thanos 2-pack. And finally, here she is with Nota Studios Nota Man base body for custom with custom soft goods and NECA Mirage Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Raphael bootleg from AliExpress. All in all, this is a great release by Hasbro. This is the character that's really popular in Star Wars comics, and the first release is almost impossible to find today for a normal price. Her price is insane now on secondary market, so it's great that Hasbro decided to give us another version of this character. She looks great, it's a great female body for the Black Series line, a lot of great articulation on this one. The only gripe that I have, and I already said it in my Mara Jade review, is those feet that are really small, and with that heel that this character has, it can be difficult to make this figure stand on her own without using any stands, you know. So that's something that I'm not a fan of on these female bodies. I'm not sure myself how would I fix it, because that's the design, that's how the character looks like, so it is what it is. If you have this figure in your collection, you'll probably have to be careful so that she doesn't fall off your shelf, you know, and maybe breaks. You will have to use some kind of stand to secure her on your shelf. Yeah, that's the only thing that I have a gripe about. Other than that, you will have to be careful not to break her holster that is attached to her leg, but other than that, I feel like this is a great release for the Black Series line. I would always love to see more accessories with these releases, other than just being a gun or a lightsaber, you know, but it is what it is. That's the kind of thing that we got used to in this line. I already made a posing video for this figure, so stay tuned for that. That will be in the next episode right after this one, and that's all I wanted to say for this video. Now it's up to you guys. Let me know, what do you think about this figure? Do you have it? Do you plan on getting it? What do you think about this release? But other than that, thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here with me, and I'll see ya in the next video.